Hello everyone, it's Coin Nation again with another video, and we're doing Cuphead Part 2. And we're on Inkwell 1, Inkwell 2, I don't know why I said run. But yeah, go ahead and talk to this guy. He'll talk to you about the upgrade for your plane, which is shooting bombs at your enemy, which will come in handy on certain bosses, but not all. And over here is where you can see how much you have died. So let's check out how much I died on the first Inkwell. I only perished one time, which was in the coordination enemy, which is fine. I think that's a perfect start to start Inkwell 2. And the first boss we're going to fight is her, the Baroness Von Bon Bon. But we can't do any of the running guns yet, which is fine. But the weapons we have will work perfectly on these next three enemies, these next three bosses, because we want to do the two running guns, and we have to get to the shop after when we do those two, and we can't do those two unless we fight these three bosses in the first area of this part. So yeah, with her, she is a unique one. She has 4 phases, and 3 of the phases could be either of the 5 candies that come after you. It could be a candy corn, it could be a cupcake or ice cream, the way you look at it. It could be a chocolate, which looks like a waffle sometimes. And it could be a gumball machine, and it could also be a Pac-Man gum jawbreaker. So let's do this. This one could be difficult, so we're going to start with spreader, and then use our dash, our smoke bombs, to go right past him, just like that. Now that he's gone, starting on the second phase, there should be little guys coming after you. This one is only hard when it's on the second phase of this because of the gumdrop guys. But you can also parry the pink ones, like right here, like that. And now this one's I think is one of the easiest, because I just used spreader on this one, and yeah, I just got hit, mostly because of that little guy. Now this is the hardest phase, and I'll recommend doing a power right now, and then switch back to this, and go ahead and dodge her head. And you can parry this. I almost got hit right there. I got hit again, which is fine. This one's a pretty difficult part, which we did it. Let's see if we get a minus or not. It's okay to get hit twice, as long as you do the super meters and the parries. Then you can get hit twice, and as long as you have a good time, you should get a minus. Just like that. So it doesn't matter how much you get hit really, as long as you don't die. As long as you finish the parrying, the super meters, and get a good time on this boss, then you should be able to get a minus, which is perfect. Just see how I'm not worried about it usually. There's some bosses that are pretty difficult. Don't get hit right off the bat though, but that's how that should happen. And now it doesn't matter which one you do next. Okay, for the genie, this one, the first phase could be either of these 3, which could be a cat statue that shoots out miniature cat statues at you. Could be swords, which is my personal favorite because it's the easiest to dodge. And it could also be a junk pot shooting a bunch of junk at you, which is the hardest one to dodge. So I usually just retry when it hits that point, because I don't like the junk pot. Yeah, I go up to him and just use the little bombs, especially when it's something like this, to get his health down faster. Now this phase is pretty difficult. All you have to do is just hit these, but it's all about the timing. Like, you might accidentally get hit because it's bad timing at that point where these blades are going. But sometimes it could be great timing. Like right now, I'm actually having pretty good timing with this. It's all about dodging that. It's really not that much you could really do about that. And then use a special right away on this phase. And then shrink when that comes, when his eyes come and go around. Like I just got hit right there, which is fine. There's only 2 more phases left. This one's probably the hardest phase. In my opinion, I really think this is the hardest phase. And you could parry the pink ones, obviously. And then I use a special once you got it. Because you really want this phase to be done because it really is difficult. Not sure how much times I parried, but so far I'm doing pretty good with this. And now start spamming this. Start spamming your power-ups once you got them. Like that. I got hit once. So yeah. Let's see if we got A minus. If you didn't, then we start. I think we got A minus here. Yep. As long, you could just get hit once and just do 1 parry. But as long as your time's good, you got all the supers, it's just being down 2 on any of them, you can do it. The time is a little bit different, but as long as you get A minus, it doesn't really matter as much. Now this one's one of my favorite bosses, so let's go fight him, Beppi the Clown. Now, I'll just explain this one going through. You would definitely want the spreader on this one. This one's definitely needed for the spreader. Once he comes after you, jump and dash just to be safe. And you could jump and hit these little ducks so you don't accidentally get hit by them when you dash away. Because sometimes that can happen. And then start shooting up, starting out. And this is the hardest of the phases, I think. Because of all these balloons coming. And then jump on that nose. And that counts as a parry. And trust me, this train will come a lot. Always jump on the nose. And you always want to shoot up with that one. And then this one's going to come. And then once you go underneath him, start shooting him directly. And I'll save your power up for the last phase. Which will be now. Because the last phase is pretty difficult. And I want to go to the spreader and start shooting him. And then just wait a moment. This will keep you from getting hit, really. You might accidentally sacrifice a hit. Like this. And then once you get down, shoot all those penguins away. And then once you get that power up, use it once so you can get that. And you didn't get hit once. You probably got all your parries because of the train. And you did all your power-ups. That's how I do it. The penguins are pretty difficult. Just because Yeah, you got A+. The penguins are difficult because if there's so many of those balls around you will hit you. And you don't want that. So you want to use your special on those penguins. So those penguins will be gone and then only one's throwing it at you. You just want to be careful. So far, starting this episode, or this part, I only died once on him. I cut that part out, but I only died once on him. And I will show you. I died only twice so far. Which you don't have to be perfect, but I'm just showing you the easiest ways to beat these bosses. Now that we're done with that, we're going to go over here first to do this run and gun. But when you go right here, go over here, and there is a coin. Just like that. And I totally forgot, we're going to do... Actually, we're going to do this run and gun. There is a mausoleum here, but that super ability that you get will not be good for you right now until we do the pacifism trophy. Okay, let's go. You don't want to shoot. You want to dash past him, jump over that one, and parry that one. Parrying is really hard in this level, so you just want to dash past him and then parry this one. Make sure you're not buying any cards when you do that, because you will make a mistake. So that's what you really want to do. So yeah. And then hit that, run past his mouth before it shuts. And then dash right past those, dash right away because it will hit you if you don't. And then wait until he shoots, dash past him, dash past that. Dashing really comes in handy here. And just keep on running. And now hit him. This level is easier to do on pacifism than most of the other levels. And then hit that to go down. And then parry this one to get a third parry. And then wait until he shoots. And then hit that. And then dash past. And then hit that. And then dash past. Don't do that because I made a mistake right there. And then go over here. And then start shooting him. You can try to get through his mouth. Like that. Just like that. Run past his mouth because his mouth stays open pretty long. But don't do what I did. I made a mistake right there. But it's okay to get hit. You got all 5 coins. And this level is really easy to get all the coins. And that's practically what you need. You don't want to get really anything. Like, the score doesn't matter as much. So that's the first run and gun. It was kind of embarrassing of what I did, but it's fine. As long as I passed it and got all the coins. And these 2 levels are really easy to see all the coins and get them on accident. On the last one, there's 1 coin in the first area. Past the first mouth, there's 2 coins. And then once you start doing the gliding with the horn guys, that is about 2 coins in that area. But it's pretty simple. Now let's do Funfair Fever. And now there is a trophy to parry 5 times in a row. And you also have to parry 4 times in a row. But you can do it all at once by doing it with this one. Watch. So first you want to go on this pink one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like that, you got the bouncing ball, which is parry 5 times before hitting the ground. This is the best level to do that in. So now let's retry. Okay. Now let's run and dash. Remember to not shoot at this particular part because the balloons will explode with bullets. And parry that pink one 3 times so you don't have to worry about parrying anymore on this. And then dash past these balloons. Like that. And now you can start shooting. And then there should be a coin right there. And parry that one up. And that does not count towards the parrying on this level. Get that coin. And then shoot him. Remember to dodge if it shoots at you. Okay, there we go. Parry that one up. And then don't shoot that one because the ball will go really fast if you do. But you can shoot that one. And then this one, parry up. And then start using spread on this guy. Dash back once he starts shooting those out. And then he should be done with spreader. Okay, now this guy. And then dash past him if you can. This one is pretty difficult to dash past because it's pretty far with the and. Get that coin on the and. Okay, let's keep on going. I got hit, which is fine. And you can also dash right past him and get hit if you want. So we should have 5 coins with this one. Okay, not bad time, not bad time. And we got all 5 coins. And that's all we really needed was 5 coins. So yeah, I died about 3 times with that one. That one was pretty difficult. I cut out the times I died just to speed up this playthrough. And now we're going to go buy some stuff with the coins we gained. But first, before we do that, you want to go all the way around and talk to this one fellow. Wrong way. Talk to this one fellow over here. Wish he could run. Talk to him. Once you parry 4 times, he should give you a coin. Just parry 4 times. And there's a trophy for parrying 5 times. So remember that. And go back in here. I don't know why I ran around. I could have just went through there. And then the mausoleum is right here, which we're going to do really fast. Which is not a hugely important mausoleum, but it's a mausoleum we do have to do. It'll give you the invincibility superpower, I believe, which is okay. See right there, you could do 4 right there. 5, no. This one's pretty hard to do 5. You have to wait till Mausoleum 3 to do 5. But you possibly can. And you just try to make sure he doesn't catch up. Just like that. And then there's one floating around. Like that. And soon there's going to be 2 doing that. Just like that. And now, hit that one. And there you go. And now you should get this new special art. And I'm just showing you that you don't have to be perfect with this game to get the Platinum Trophy. It's not that difficult of a... it's a pretty difficult game, but not as much as people say it is once you get the hang of it. Now, she will give you a coin too. Just follow my lead and I'll show you. Just go back here and go into the shortcut. Because she wants you to find a shortcut for her. Which will lead to the other boss that we're going to fight later. Just like that. And then you could either go back around with the shortcut or just go this way. Back down. right here, you can talk to her. And then you get the last coin in this area. We found a hidden coin and we talked to 2 people that gave us coins. So there we go. And now we're going to fight this bird boss. Which, with this one, we're first going to actually go to the shop really fast. Now that we got all the coins in this area. Let's enter the Emporium. And I won't be buying any of the DLC items. I'm going to be saving that for later. So we're going to need coffee. And then we're going to get the roundabout, even though we won't use that really right away. This is a DLC item, so we're not going to get that one. And then we're going to get the chaser, which this one's a DLC item also, which we're not going to get, but this one does so much damage if you want to get it. You need 1 more coin for that. And then we're just going to get this heart thing. We won't need it, but it'll work. And this, I believe, is a DLC item too. No, this one's not. There is a heart one that is a DLC item, but I don't think this one is. There we go. And that's what we need for the next 2 bosses. This next boss is actually just a plain boss, so you won't really need any of those, besides one thing. We're going to get rid of the smoke bomb and get coffee. Okay, now we're going to fight this bird boss, Wally Warbles. Let's do that. Now that we have the coffee here, let's go do this. This coffee will make the super meter like higher. It will gradually go up while you're shooting and while you're not doing anything, which we'll need for this boss, especially for his next phases. Get those birdies. We have to pay 3 times anyways, which you get ample amount of time of parrying with this. And now this one, make sure you get the rhythm and just go up and down, but you want to also shoot him. So right here is a perfect place to shoot him, and now just go up and down, mostly like up once and then down twice or 3 times, depending. Yeah, it's pretty much just down 2 or 3 times and then up. And now this one's a pretty difficult one too, pretty difficult phase. When he points out his gun, get ready to parry, because he'll always be pink. And now use your special ability on him. That's 2 special abilities out. Parry that. And just keep on going. Parry it or dodge it. We already did enough parrying anyways. And you can also shoot rockets at him. But there we go. And now this one is the hardest phase of this boss. You want to be careful. Now, let's use a super ability. We got hit once, which is fine. There we go. We did the parrying, we did the super meters, we only got hit once. We were close, but so be it. Let's see what time we got. We need to get under 2 minutes for this boss, but most bosses is under 2 minutes. But we got A, which is perfect. That's more than an A minus. So there we go. Now that we're finished with that, we only have 1 more boss in this area. And we got all the coins and everything. We just need to fight this one last boss, which we are going to switch weapons around for this one, of what I find the easiest for this boss. So we're going to switch Charm back to Smoke Bombs, and then, like the second is just Invincibility, which we'll use for the Pacifism Trophy. And then we're going to change this into lava. And then change this into spread. Okay, now let's fight Grim Matchsticks. Okay. Some people say this is the hardest boss in the game, but I do see that with the platforming, and the third phase is pretty difficult, but I think there's harder bosses. But with those laser eyes, try to hit the one at the very end. Sometimes he does 3, sometimes he does 4, but we parried 3 times already, so it really should be good. And now when he shoots those fireballs, switch to lava. And try to not be close to him when he does that. And then the tail will shoot up right at the place that you're at last. And when he shoots 2 fireballs, that means that phase is almost over. And now we should go to the second phase. And lava really works well on this phase. And then let's use our special ability. And make sure you're on a good footing of clouds. Like right there, I just messed up, which is fine. And those guys will jump at in the direction they're aiming. So watch out for the direction. And then the final phase is pretty much the hardest. If you hit a fireball, it will shoot into lightning. And it will shoot 4 ways. And then be careful because he will turn into like a fire hose and start shooting. Just like that. A day at the fair. We got a trophy a day at the fair. And we missed a super meter, so we got a B+. So now that happened, you will have to fight this boss again to get A+. But I showed you how to beat this boss pretty easily. So let's restart this boss. Okay, first you want to use Spreader and parry these. Just like that. Then we need one more parry. Actually, I forgot to use a 6th special. Because I was waiting for my special meter to go all the way up. Because last time when I practiced this boss, it did. So now let's go to lava. Forgot to go to lava when he started the fireballs. Just like that. Now this phase is over. And now let's go to the second phase. See, the first 2 phases are easy. It's the third phase that gives people problems, which I totally understand. I have beaten every boss without getting hit once. So, and I will, and that video is on YouTube if you want to see it. I'm going to save my special for the last phase, just for this time. Just like that. And now I'm going to use it for the last phase. Just to get it a little bit going. Damn it. There we go. Now we got the trophy boss. Obtain an A rank, A- or higher on all bosses in Inkwell 2. So now that we did that, it's just a minute and 42 extra time on this video, which is fine. Just like that. I know this is not a perfect platinum walkthrough, but I'm showing you that you don't have to be perfect with this game to get a platinum. I died about like 3 to 5 times on that boss, So he is the hardest in Inkwell 2, but I don't think he's the hardest boss in the game. I think the devil is pretty difficult. So now let me go check out how much I died so far. I died 3 times on the on one of the running guns. So I died 12 times so far. So yeah, and I died once on the genie. See, you don't have to be perfect with this. So now that we got those trophies, we got everything we can in this level for now. Now let's move on to Inkwell 3. Okay. Now let's go to Inkwell 3. And that will be the end of this video. I know it's not a perfect walkthrough, but I'm showing you how you can beat these bosses without any troubles. Because I'm not perfect. So here we go. I'll see you all next time in the next video. Peace.